Hello everybody, Saigan Cat here with another Warframe walkthrough guide tutorial video thing. It's time to hunt down Captain Vor. So first we gotta find him, we gotta go and obtain the nav segment. These are level 2 to 4 enemies. Up until now, we've been fighting level 1 to 2. So I am glad that I upgraded my Serration a little bit on the previous level. Now, Serration, once you find one that's not flawed and broken, is an amazing mod. You are going to be using Serration on every rifle and every bow build you do. Pretty much guaranteed. I cannot think of a time where you wouldn't equip it.
The systems on this Grineer galleon can be made compatible with your ship. Find and extract a navigation segment.
You have murdered my sons and disgraced me before my queens. But soon, the Ascaris will complete its task and bring you to me.
Whoops! I cannot tell you how many times I've fallen into that. There's really no words for it. There's no way to quantify it. I'm going to fall into that vat every single time. I don't know why I do it. I just do. Stealth attack. Good, he fell off. Really didn't want to raise the alarm. Oh no, he hit it. That's fine. We're out. We got what we came for. We have the nav segment.
Tenno, coordinates in this nav segment put the galleon on a direct course to a convoy of colonists. You have a choice. You can extract now, or you can disable this galleon and save the colonists.
So we are going to do the extra objective here.
Extraction, but the choice is yours. The Ascaris failsafe is attacking your systems. Your shield capacity has just been halved. You're wasting precious time, Tenno.
Well, I kind of like when they do throw these extra objectives at you. Make things a little bit harder.
You've reached the ship's power systems. Destroy the reactor.
What we're doing right now, this has become a sabotage mission. This is a very standard approach to Grineer sabotage missions. Is taking out their reactor. What's nice is depending on whether or not... Woo! I totally didn't notice that turret there. That was dangerous of me. I almost died. Would have been embarrassing. Is that all of them? That's all of them. Okay, let's go.
Ship, but you need to get out of there. Get to extraction before the reactor goes critical.
And we picked up Radial Blind, which is a fantastic ability for Excalibur. Because blinded enemies can be stealth attacked, regardless of whether or not they are aware of you. You can also use it as a defensive ability. The Grineer do output like quite a bit of damage.
The colonist ship has escaped.
if you're going to die early on, or even later in the game, actually, it's probably going to be to the Grineer. Because they have hit scan weapons, and if there's just enough of them in the room, and they all have line of sight on you, you're going to take hilarious damage very quickly. So breaking line of sight with the Grineer is really important, especially once the game starts introducing Grineer captains, who, if they have line of sight on you, they can teleport both of you and trade places.
When you are ready, proceed to the navigation console.
I don't think I got any Forma that mission. Not Forma. We'll go over Forma later. We got Endo! Yes! Okay. So we can do some further modding of our weapons, especially the ones that leveled up. Excalibur did indeed rank up, so let's... Ooh. I think I want Vitality on him right now, actually. And let's go ahead and increase that. So we can bring that all the way up, I think. It will still be fine. Wait, do we have a regular Vitality instead of a flawed one? I didn't even notice. We don't! Okay, so yeah, let's level up our Vitality. Let's just max that out. And that will more than double our health. So Excalibur's base health is 120. We just brought it up to 240. And that's going to give us a lot more breathing room when our shields drop. Which will be important on this next mission. Because we're going to be fighting a boss. For the Bratton, let's put another point into our Serration. I don't actually use the kunai much for doing damage. I mostly use them for taking out cameras. For the bow... Whoops. For the bow... Well, we can finally equip something on here now. Reach is nice. True Steel is nice. Pressure point. Let's just go for that raw damage to start off with. Sadly, we don't have anything that can go in that slot. That's okay. Companions. This guy here, the Carrier. Carrier's fantastic. Freaking tastic. Actually, let's take a look at the market and see what we need for a Carrier. Because, guys, if you're going to get any companion that is going to pay for themselves quickly, it's going to be Carrier. Carrier has a great ability. It's not bad. We're totally going to want to do this. But Carrier has a great ability where he can change ammo types. You can pick up ammo types, and Carrier will change it into an ammo type that is needed. With Carrier, I dare you, I double dare you to ever run out of ammo that you need. I guess we'll wait a little bit, though. And I think that's it. Okay, since this is a boss fight, I am going to switch us over to public. Which will help to bring him down faster. And hopefully we'll... Oh.
You need to bring Vor down.
I'm working on it.
He thinks he can capture you again. Don't worry. I will be with you. Let us show him how much you have learned. Are you ready, Tenno? Facing Vor...
I forgot to customize my ship. I totally need to show you guys how to customize your landers. I'll try to remember to do that after we do this boss fight. I hope these guides are helping out. If you have any questions about the game, please leave a comment and I will try and answer them. I'm not like all-knowing about Warframe, but you know, I've been playing for a year on the PS4. I haven't gotten to do any Fortuna yet because it's not out yet on consoles at the time of this recording.
I will put you down like a rabid cobra.
You've been seen.
I haven't. Somebody else was seen. Why don't you put this on me, Lotus?
Alarms reset.
Foolish Stendo, do you realize
Vor is a pretty straightforward boss.
your corpse will serve us well?
Target acquired. Take them
He
down.
does have shielding, like Corpus. Headshots do indeed do more damage in this game. There's also other weak points that you can find on enemies.
You will join us one way or another.
He has a couple of phases. They're all pretty much the same. You do want to try and keep the ads under control. Ooh, I am out of energy. There's some. I missed! I don't know if Mag has her magnetized yet, but it's very helpful on boss fights. You can revive other players by holding down Y on the Switch, square on PS4, or X on the X-Bone.
Distract them.
Ow. You want to watch out for anything that can cause knockdown, the scorpions in particular. Ow. This is where having all that extra health really, really paid off.
As if it was directly connected to Vor. You're done here. Go to extraction.
We are free to leave at this point. Now, usually bosses are going to be farmable and your first source of new Warframes. Vor is not that case, but when we come to our next boss, it will be. Now, this is the point where a lot of players will get to, and after they finish, they're kind of left with this sense of, well, what do I do now? And my first response to that, and I think I said it in the first video, was work towards unlocking planets. Because the further into the game you are, come on, man. Come on. Rude. The further into the game you are, the more access to resources you have, and therefore the more access to weaponry you'll have. You'll be able to craft more things. You'll be able to set more goals for yourself. And Warframe is all about setting goals for what you want to do. It's all about looking at the different weapons and looking at the different Warframes and saying, ooh, that looks fun. I think I want that. And then it's just a matter of hunting down the resources that you need, building it, leveling it up, and creating fun builds for all of your stuff.
You've done it, Tenno. Vor's Ascaris is gone. You are free now. But your work has just begun. The origin system is in chaos, and it needs you, Tenno. Vor was just a part of the Grineer machine, and we have seen that the Corpus have begun amassing weapons of their own. It is a dangerous time.
Odysee will gladly assist the operator in cutting a bloody path in whatever mission they choose.
We will be at your side. There will be others too. It is time for the Tenno to return. So, what mission will you do next?
A frugal credit bundle? What is this? What's this? What's this? Oh, we got 5 things. This is a nice gift. All right. I believe that this is the gift that Switch players get for playing within, like, the first 2 weeks. So, ooh, a 3-day affinity booster. Affinity is basically your XP for all of your gear. Your Warframe, your weapons, your companions. All of that levels up based on affinity. Having an affinity booster for 3 days, that is fantastic. That will help you to level up all of your stuff faster. And the faster you level it up, the faster you have more capacity on it. The more capacity you have on it, the more mods you have on it. The more mods you have on it, the better it is. Orokin Catalyst. And a reactor? Yes, and a reactor. And a Forma. So let's talk about these real quick before I end the video. Catalysts and reactors are equipped to Warframes, Kubros, companions, weapons, all of that. And what it does is it doubles the available mod capacity. So normally Excalibur at max rank 30 will have 30 capacity. If you throw an Orokin reactor on him, it goes up to 60. You throw an aura on him that matches his aura polarity, you can get that up to like 78 right there. In addition, you can Forma just about anything in this game. And what using a Forma does is you use it on a mastered item that's rank 30, and it will add a polarity or change a polarity of your choice on that piece of gear to any polarity that you want. That means that it frees up even more capacity. It will also make that piece of equipment, be it Warframe or weapon, back to level 1, so you have to level it up again. But it will be that much better when it hits rank 30 again. Forma are fantastic. Of these 3 items, Forma are the easiest to get a hold of. Orokin reactors and catalysts, if you watch the dev streams, they will very often do special quests following dev streams where you can earn blueprints for catalysts and reactors. If you are comfortable with the amount of inventory space that you have, catalysts and reactors are another good item to possibly spend platinum on, but I wouldn't say it's much of a necessity as inventory space, because you can always get catalysts and reactors from those little events from their Warframe streams. Oh, Lotus also had something for us. And we have completed a quest. Now, before I go... Oh, Should probably check below this message. If you want to check your messages, I know this menu can be a bit confusing at times. If you want to check your messages, you go to communication and you go to inbox. All right, we got a bunch of credits. So to leave off, your next objective will be the Venus Junction. And junctions are what you always want to aim for as you're setting out in this game. And they'll tell you what is required in order to access them. For example, the Venus Junction, we've already done a lot of this, but in order to access it, we need to complete Vor's Prize, we need to collect 20 mods, we need to apply 4 mods to a single piece of equipment, we need to upgrade any mod to rank 2 or higher through fusion, and we need to defeat 3 Eximus enemies. Now, Eximus enemies is what's really going to confuse people on here, because you don't see them often. What Eximus enemies are is they're a special enhanced version of a regular enemy that spawns randomly. It's kind of like coming across special packs in a Diablo game, the uncommon enemies that have special abilities. Eximus enemies will be called like Arson Eximus, and that usually means that they've got a fire ability, or a Leech Eximus, where they can draw your resources off of you. If you're having trouble finding Eximus enemies, the best place to go and do it, and I gotta remember the name, Lith. Lith is a fantastic place on Earth to look for Eximus enemies. It's a defense mission, and every 5 waves you're given the opportunity to leave. The longer you stay, the tougher enemies get, the more opportunity you have for an Eximus enemy to appear. So if you're having trouble with that, go to Lith, get a group, and try and stay in that group for as long as you feel comfortable, and you will start running into Eximus enemies, no problem there. And I don't think anything else on here should cause anybody any trouble. Junctions are also a good place to get new weapons, like you can get the Furus Blueprint, which is a secondary weapon. You get the North Wind mod, you get the Stormbringer mod. These junctions are going to have a lot of really good upgrades for you when you complete them. Each junction also contains a boss when you go into it. You'll have to fight another Warframe when you access that junction. But when you complete it, you will gain access to the next planet. And from that next planet, there will be another junction to work towards. So for now, if you're looking for a goal and you're not sure what to do, junctions. Earth to Venus to Mercury. After Mercury Junction, you'll be able to do Earth to Mars. Mars will go to Phobos. After Phobos, you go to Ceres. After Ceres, Jupiter, Europa. And from Europa, you can start going into the Void. The Void is a really good initial target to get because the Void has Argon crystals, and Argon crystals means you'll be able to get your Kubro, your space dog pet. All right, that is enough guide, enough talking for today. Again, if you have any questions about what to do, where to go, how to progress, how to find items, how to farm, please leave me a comment below. I'd love to get more people into this game. It's fantastic. The devs are awesome. And this is really one of the best games to have been released in, I'd say, 20 years. It's just fantastic. It's just a little rough to get into, and that's what these videos are for. All right. Thank you for watching, everybody. I will see you all next time. Do take care.